Hello traders, I'm just going to give a short video on some of my trades today. I didn't do really well on my trades today. I had a Netflix order open earlier and I forgot to cancel it, and I took it on the chin. I was just going to try to do a quick short with the puts, and it would have worked out. It just I forgot the trade was on and it cost me some money. But this is one of my first trades I was looking at this morning. That was Roku, and I was looking on the put side. And my reasoning was first thing this morning, we opened above the market maker move for the week, and this channel that I had drawn months ago has acted as resistance for some time now. I just thought it wasn't quite ready to be going running back to all-time highs, being an overbought situation right here, and this is a holiday weekend, and so I thought that was a short potential. I didn't take the trade, but I did want to talk about it here, that we are overbought on that, and that we were an extreme deviation on our daily webs also. And I also look at my going to 1 hour chart for your weekly webs, and as you see, we were extended away from our weekly webs considerably. And look at this, we've given up all the overbought situation on our weekly webs, and we're trading back down in last week's trading range. So yeah, it really would have paid if you had bought puts on this uh, Roku. And so I just wanted to point that out. Very strong range on Roku today. Get this to stop. Okay, my first trade for today was Caterpillar. Mainly Deere reported, and it was very disappointing earnings and guidance that came out of Deere. And you tend to have a responsive Deere had already blown through the expected move lows. So I wanted to get Caterpillar, thinking that the white line on our market maker moves, that was the open for the week. I was thinking we were going to get at least a responsive sell off to the week open, and that's exactly what we did. We came exactly down to that, to the penny. And so I scalped a dollar move right out of the gate this morning on Caterpillar, and made a few bucks on that move. So far today, they are defending the price, so we'll see what happens on that. But that's the reasoning for my move, and we did have overlapping values right here, so it wasn't a clear cut, falling out of bed situation. So that was one of my first trade, which was successful this morning. My next trade for the day was Google, and the reasoning I took this trade, we were above the market maker move for the week for Google, and the Nasdaq internals were at the beginning this morning were quite weak. So they were, so I didn't think we really had any direction in the markets, and we had the overbought situation in Google here. So I was thinking we might be have a topping situation right here for Google, and then we had our 21 SMA on the weekly right down here. I thought we were going to at least come down and tag and possibly break the 21 SMA on Google. I made a little bit of money on this trade, but I tell you, it was a rough trade. I mean, it was all over the place today on Google. See, if the 1 hour doesn't give it justice. If you go down on the 5 minute, well, you can see it over here on the 5 minutes. It came initially down, and it just completely went against me in just a matter of seconds. I didn't even have time to react. At one point, I was up $1,500 on that trade, and I was trying to close it, and it just happened so quick. I couldn't do much with it. So I did want to point that out. It does look like Google is going to be breaking that 21 SMA on the weekly going into the close. So this one here is likely a continuation pattern to the downside going into Friday, in my opinion. So just keep that one on your radar. The next one I took was Facebook puts. One thing I do try to stick with if I'm using puts, I want to have a stock that actually had a bad move off of the earnings, the past earnings, And this in here was called out in the room by Mark as an algo resistance zone. And this one here ended up being a wash trade for me mainly. It was right up there. It came down. I was trying to close it, and before I even knew it, it was all the way back up here again. So, uh, yeah, it was a trade that moved so darn fast on me that I couldn't. Well, not right there. It's right down here. Right down here is where he called it out, and it came down, and it's even went up above where I got in today, and so it is coming right back into the algo support now. It was algo resistance earlier, now it's algo support. So this was one of the trades that just didn't work out for me at all. And my last trade, which I had put on an order right up here near the day highs earlier this morning. Well, I put the order in and it never filled. And to be perfectly honest, I forgot about the order. And this afternoon it filled and it immediately started breaking out against me. And so I ended up having a slightly losing day today because Netflix ran up against me and I wasn't watching my account closely. Uh, Live to learn. Mistakes can happen. So, but these low volume days, you can get rapid moves, positive or negative. Um, Markets do look very bullish here, so um, we'll see what happens. See if we can finally get some selling pressure going into the 1st of December. Because at some point you would think that there'd be some profit taking going into the end of the year. So that's all I had to say. Just some ideas I had, and going into Friday, we're probably going to have much of the same thing. But I'm still thinking we're probably going to get a little bit more selling pressure before the end of the week because there's so many stocks that are pushing the top of their market maker moves. Um, they're breaking out above their market maker moves for the week. That a little bit of consolidation lower on it seems justified going into the end of the week. Talk to you later.